Guys, hello and welcome back. I am officially back in Toronto, and here we are at it again, making more episodes. What are we at? Number 75 now? Holy smokes, I cannot believe it. I remember, oh goodness, how long ago was that? Maybe like 20 episodes, 30 episodes ago, we were like, oh, maybe 75 will be the end. Who knows, maybe. Definitely not the end. We are still going very strong here, so that's good. And I don't know if there's an official date yet for the new update, but I imagine we should see it, like within the first, like week of February type thing tops. I heard a date of February 9th somewhere. I don't know if that's true or if I just read that somewhere or if I'm making it up. All of these could be the case, but I imagine it is pretty soon, and that's when we'll start the second season. But that doesn't necessarily mean that this season will come to an end. We'll kind of have, like, we'll call it the bonus deleted scenes, if you're thinking of it, of like a season of a TV show. Even though that's kind of, sort of what this is, but not really. All at the same time. Okay, and you can tell my brain is all scrambled, because what am I even talking about? Alright. So I have a lot I want to accomplish this episode, and let me start off by showing you a few random things I did first. So I've been kind of staring at this area, and traffic was starting to back up, just like a little bit. And I had a suggestion from Deadlink to try and actually work another kind of exit point, because he's kind of pointing out that most of the vehicles coming in have a kind of a convoluted, long, extra way of driving around just to leave. So what I did is I kind of changed some of these roads around. So instead of this just being a one-way maze, since the roundabout can now handle it, what I did is I turned this little section here into a three-way going outward, and then now these roads go both directions, and you can now enter the roundabout again and just kind of leave this way instead of having to drive all the way back around. And this also helps if you wanted to go up and into the city. And I just changed the angle of this road, and I moved it actually to a lower density. And oh my goodness, that's very steep. But when you actually use these roads, it kills the traffic lights. So I'm going to use these a little more often. And I'm going to show you this now really quickly. Bless their hearts, the people who do the network extension mod, they now have tiny roads, which I'm really excited to use. And so these will be for like, it's like a gravel road for, it's the exact same. Well, maybe it's thinner. Oh, it probably is. But these will be for, like, residential side streets. So I'm really looking forward to using those. And I wonder if it makes the traffic lights. Oh, it does. I don't see why it wouldn't there. And I imagine since they're one lane by one lane for driving, no one should be parking on them. Shoot, this is what I was trying to avoid, this traffic right here. Now I wonder if we maybe change the road like this and just not zone right here. I wonder if that'll make a difference. I imagine it would. I just wish there was like a 3-lane by 3-lane, but that didn't really... Well, that's a silly thing for me to say, because there's a 3-lane by 3-lane. I think you know what I mean, though. I mean, part of that little upgrade. So maybe we can try this again. But since there's no zoning on it, hopefully this will flow a bit faster. My other option would be to upgrade this to highway, which I'm not opposed to. Those poor trucks. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. Okay, well, we'll just let this run in the background. And I also changed just some of the roads here, just the directions. So just to encourage a little bit more use of the side streets versus just everyone piling into this roundabout. Okay. What else do we have here? Oh yes, of course. And this one was suggested by OBP Super Gamer. And just to avoid the cars parking here, just gone ahead and upgraded this to the road that has the trees. So this way it kind of solves the problem. It does, however, cover the taxi lights, but instead of replacing them, I kind of left it because there's, as you can see, the street lamps, which kind of give that nice little effect anyhow. Quite like this, like actually a lot. And I apologize, guys, if my voice kind of gives out, so I'm still a little bit sore and raspy from Ottawa. Hopefully I don't sound too bad. Okay. Now off to over here. I did change just a little bit of this section. So I moved this into a three lane just to kind of... But actually, no, now that I see it, it looks like this part didn't get. Let's just redraw this. Ah, troublemaker, huh? Oh boy. Alright, well let's just do this really quickly. But what I did was change the angle of the incoming, or I guess the offgoing traffic from the highway into the roundabout. And I hopefully can achieve this again. Yeah, that was okay. And this was in an effort to kind of make this flow a little bit faster, because I was noticing that people were getting a little bit backlogged, and it was just kind of spilling over, and people weren't able to enter the roundabout, so it was kind of working against itself. And then the same thing was happening over here as well. There was actually quite a little bit more traffic than I had anticipated when we first started making this area. So, to combat that, what I did was upgrade this inner part here to a highway. And you can kind of see we've replaced the bike lanes in the exterior again, which is good. And I've added a little pedestrian pathway through here. And then this little part kind of connects to the church. And I don't actually know if these guys are connected, so I don't know why I keep pausing that whenever I'm trying to make these changes. Might as well let the game run. And we'll just go like this. And just go like that. So that way people can kind of make their way. So I put a school over here, and this is a cemetery, but like a little custom one. And then that way that just kind of cuts back on vehicles stopping here. So this should be a little bit faster for the flow through. And made a nice little friendly pedestrian bridge here. And just in general, I'm trying to kind of beef up the area in terms of trees and stuff. So I slowly started doing that. So you can see just a little bit more trees in this little quadrant. And I think it has such a nice little touch versus kind of leaving things barren. Alright, so the other thing I really want to accomplish, because I keep promising to put a monument in Mr. Random Uploader HD Park little area over here in his district. And I keep forgetting that we don't have any of them unlocked yet. And then so many comments have been coming in, like, over the last, like, few episodes, being like, how come we haven't used these in a while? And I honestly, this is a great time. Coincidentally, comments coming together, my thoughts toward this. So the first monument we should try to unlock, I think, is the Eden project. And to get this going, we need to construct a business park. And I did locate that. It's part of the unique buildings, and it's a really cool arch right here. And this looks like the one you'd find in St. Louis, which is located in Missouri, in good old US of A. Alright, now I have not thought about where I wanted to put this yet. Kind of wanted to maybe see if I could just kind of come up with something on the moment here. It is a kind of cool approach, like if you're coming at, you know, the city from a distance to see it. So maybe it should be like on the waterfront or something. My only issue is that this area, it's going to be, oh, it'd be really cool against the, oh my goodness, yes. Tavis Wilkinson Scenic Outlook would be a very, very nice spot for this. Okay, who's in this area? Oh, is that Road? Of course. Now again, the island is getting a very big makeover, and I'm going to pause this. Or, no, I guess I don't need to. I want to kind of envision or share a little bit more of my vision for it, because I do have like dreams about our city here, because I'm a bit of a weirdo. Maybe you guys dream about the city too, who knows? Oh, that's not really centered. Over by one, s'il vous plaît. Oh my goodness, that's so cool! Oh my goodness. Alright. Well, look at that. I genuinely love that. Alright. Yes, I'm so happy I didn't place that before. This is not where I didn't even think of anywhere, like I said, but I don't think this is where I thought I was going to think. Oh my goodness, does that make any sense? Who knows? What am I even talking about? But this looks fantastic. Can we see it at night, please? Yes, we can. Oh, and it's lit up too. Cool. Alright, so my idea for the island, and we've talked about this a gazillion times, is, okay, so you can kind of see the way this highway comes through. I want to have this, oh, I added this little arm too. It's like a banana unpeeling now. I want to have this highway come like this, meet an interchange right here, so maybe a roundabout, We can still have this road go over top. But instead of have the highway go this way, we'll have it roundabout and then just go straight up here. Have it wrap around the northern bank of the river right here. I guess that's the southern bank, but the northern part of this island. And then have that make like a trumpet-style interchange right here with this road. And then we'll keep this as it is. But I want to make this interchange a little bit more compact. And then we can kind of erase the bottom part of all this, right? And that just unlocks this entire lower half. And then we can probably clean this up too and make this a little bit nicer. So we're kind of giving ourselves from here all the way to here just to build, you know, like an entirely whole new island. And my thoughts for that were, you know, to kind of make a really, really, really big central station right here with the tracks flowing through. So we'll move Chattelston Station over to here. And then we can start adding some of the, like we'll add an After Dark bus hub over here. And probably add, I don't know, a few other cool things. And then when the update does come out, we can make, like, the island our big, like, tram, like, hub. So all the trams will kind of meet up, like, over here. So this will be, like, a huge transportation network. Because I do kind of want to make the island, and then possibly... Here's another like crazy curveball idea. You guys can let me know if you want, if you're on board for this. Since this used to be like really like, you know, like dirty industry in air quotes, and then we've since converted it over to forestry, so it's gotten a little bit greener. I guess you can kind of like, you know, like do like make believe and pretend that the area has gotten cleaner, and then maybe we could convert this into living space and like commercial and offices, and then we can continue with our industrial theme. Kind of pushing this little part, you know, down here. We can expand on the forestry. We can keep this manufacturing and stuff, and then we can kind of move our small town a little bit over, or not really move it, but, you know, kind of expand on it. And then the farms can kind of occupy this zone, and then this can just kind of be like forest and whatnot. That's kind of cool. I think that's kind of like the direction we're slowly going to be moving in. And I've had a few requests for some smaller towns to kind of pop up and make an appearance. So I thought we could start maybe something small over here. And we'll see, maybe not this episode, obviously, but, you know, down the road. And we'll see if that kind of, how that goes. And then maybe we can, you know, as time permits, as time goes on, I should say, as we start to expand outward, maybe those guys can kind of connect. But just kind of fun to, you know, think about the future and plan stuff for down the road. Okay, so... Do we have enough money for the Eden project? I didn't really think about how much those things cost. They're probably really expensive, right? Oh, okay. Oh my goodness, we need lots of things. Oh, sugar sticks. Now where would I find the Cathedral of Plentitude? I guess that's a unique building as well. Huh. I did not think this far ahead. Okay, so it's none of the ones I've downloaded. No, that's... So a cathedral. I have so many things that are, you know, I've downloaded from the workshops. I'm not really sure what's built in the game and what's not. Well, let's start at the beginning. So it's not those malls. I don't think it's any of these things. Should have probably looked this up. Oh, goodness. Alright, now I remember I downloaded that, so it's not any of those either. These would be the After Dark ones. And those could be a likely spot. No, that's one of the ones I downloaded as well. No, I've never downloaded that one too. Well, I don't necessarily want to put this on hold, but... Ooh, official park. Is that official? Is that from the game? It sounds like it's from the game. That doesn't really apply to us right now. But yeah, I don't really want to put this on hold because I keep already putting it off, right? Oh, cool. City courthouse. Okay, well, 2 more seconds. Let's see if we can figure this out. We're getting there. Nope, it's definitely not it. No. Oh, goodness. Well, I guess maybe we'll have to look this up kind of off camera, and then I'll figure it out. Or if you guys have any, if you guys know, because I'm sure some of you do, just please let me know. Drop a comment, s'il vous plaît. Let's just cruise through this though, since we're right here. Well, goodness gracious me, this is one of those things that I kind of thought would just kind of work. But story of our lives, nothing is ever easy. And here we are. But that does not put a damper on the episode. We still have other things we can definitely do. There it is. We need all city service buildings. Oh. Okay, so we need 6 more city service buildings. Wow, there's a lot to do here. Okay. So I imagine one of those courthouses was a city service building. And I don't remember now where that was. I'm sure the Expo Center. Oh my goodness, we have so much stuff to place. Okay, I'm sure the Expo Center isn't one, but it'd be kind of cool to place one anyhow. So maybe we could do that near the Ubadine Athletic Park. 'Cause that area kind of, you know... I mean, I'm sure there'd be some carryover. Like, you could have, like, a sports conference, right? And then go see your sporting team after. Alright, well, let's maybe plan to get some of these buildings in. And I'll try my best to get as much as I can done in the time that we have allocated for this. And down the road, I will definitely be doing a lot more unique buildings and that kind of stuff, and monuments. And I feel so bad. I'm so sorry, Mr. Random Uploader. I feel bad now, but I will get to you. Hopefully this episode too. Okay. All right, we're getting in this Expo Center. The Expo Center is going to have, I think, a lot of parking next to it. That would make sense to me, I think. I mean, that's kind of cool the way it meets the railroad tracks like that. Because they really wouldn't mind the noise, right? That'd be kind of fun just to sit there and like press your head against the window and watch the trains go by, though. Alright, let's maybe do some terraforming and kind of do what we did over here and just kind of make a cliff or whatever. What would be the best one to use? Now I wonder. Alright, so let's try something here. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it's going to keep that building, you say? Alright, well, let's sacrifice these to the cause and just take off the zoning. Neat. And we should maybe do a pedestrian bridge kind of coming down. A lot of people walking through here. Okay, so I wanted to terraform. And hopefully open this area up a bit. There we go. And then maybe just over here we can kind of smooth it out. Or just like, you know, leave that like that. Alright. We are going places. Oh, cool. Simple enough. And, oh, I wonder if we can just get this to work. Alright, let's back that up slightly. Oh, sorry, Mr. Police Officers. Oh, I like the idea of that bridge. Come back. Okay, so this goes straight slightly. And then now we can hopefully... Nope. Nope. Yep. There we go. Yes. No, I don't. Oh, I don't. No. That's what I wanted, after all. Careful what you wish for. Okay, let's try this again. Aha! That I will take. Now, hopefully that's not just crazy for traffic. I don't see it being crazy for traffic, because no one's really going to drive down here. Unless you're kind of going to the, in the area. Alright, so let's go like this. Hopefully that's not creating headaches. And let's drop in some parking lots now. Maybe just a few. No, let's use bigger ones actually. We use those cool ones that have the yeah, here we go. The handicap spots. I like those ones. They look very nice. Okay, so maybe the parking's across the street. That's not unheard of. And perhaps we could do one of those double garages, but the small ones. That's right. Those are over here. I think those are... Oh, no, probably this way. Alright, yellow one, you see it. Oh boy, I feel it. We're close. Aha! Okay, let's drop a couple of these in. Nice. I definitely need to go get more RAM. My poor computer. I'm pushing it hard here. Okay. Now, we definitely need some buildings in and around here. Hopefully these come up rather quickly. And we could probably use one row back here. There, that's cool. Let's just kind of see how this looks. Oh, you know what we could do actually is make this kind of like a, what's what I'm looking for here? Like a commercial, not commercial, specialized commercial. There we go. Oh, Holly Park. Interesting name. So we need a name for this place. So if you guys have a name suggestion, please totally feel free as well to drop a comment. Okay. What do we need here? Policies or something? Yes. Specialization, not policies. So I want to make this, I guess, tourism. That would make sense for Expo Center. You know, hotels and some nightlife. That way you don't have to go too far in case you're only in the city for a few hours. You know, you don't want to get lost or anything. Alright, yeah, that should shape out very nicely. Okay, so was the Expo Center actually on the list? Who knows? Let's see. Or a cathedral, to see where that one was. That's right. Oh no, where did the cathedral go? Where are you, my friend? I think it was here. Yes, that's right. 6 more. Was that? I don't think that was one then. I would imagine for sure that courthouse. I can't remember if I downloaded that or not. I feel like these kind of things were the ones that were supposed to be dropping, right? Alright. I imagine... Okay, so let's drop... We already have this one, okay. See, this one, I don't think it's... I don't know, though. I hate that I can't remember this stuff. Okay, where would be a fun place to put this? So a courthouse, in my mind, would probably be downtown somewhere. And since the island will eventually be our downtown, let's just kind of put this here, even if it's just temporarily. Oh, that's a cool spot for it. That fits actually rather nicely. Oh, you know, if we have the one gap, let's put it one spot over. There we go. That way the gap's on the side of the bridge. Oh, that's really cool. Now, should we have it facing outward? Or should we have it facing the city? That's a $1 million question here. Well, I mean, the island will be changing, so let's keep it like this, because I know for sure the highway's going to change, because possibly this part might stay the same. Who knows? We'll kind of see how we're feeling when we're doing it. Alright, so steps in the right direction? No, what am I doing that for again? Oh my goodness, like a broken record here. 24, nope, so that wasn't it. Theater of Wonders. All city service buildings, I'm so confused. So I think I may have to look this up, but at least we're having fun putting some buildings down. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, so Theater of Wonders. This seems like it would be something that's a little bit more cultural, so maybe near the university, that'd be kind of nice. Can we fit that around here? Oh, cool. I love when this stuff just happens. Let's put that right there, because these people are not as happy. Now, I think we're going to have to change the buildings around it to some commercial, just for like the sense of realism. So let's move this into the corner. That way those parking lots line up with the road. And let's just drop in some of that. Neat stuff. Alright. Now, I don't think this would have done anything, I'm just curious. Yeah, see, 24. Okay. See, these ones I know I downloaded. Or maybe oh, obviously this is a servicing building. Alright, this is a rather large one. Now this, I think, should be either near some of those taller office towers or possibly where we're going to expand our industrial sector. But if we put this over here now, it's like really, really tall relative to everything else. That slope is a little bit steep, so it's not going to let us. Maybe we can find a spot over here. That'd be kind of cool in that spot, but I don't think that would permit it to make a little road and whatnot. Thinking caps, they are on for sure. What about here? Alright, so we'll just have to change that little back pathway. Otherwise, it's not impossible. Oops. There's a cool amount of forestry right there that kind of hide the hill. It's actually not bad. That's not bad at all. Alright, so let's have some fun with this pedestrian path right here. What are we going to do with this guy? Why don't we go like that? Bring this back down here. And we could do like an elevated walkway that kind of goes to about yay or so. And that way you can just kind of sneak across if you want to walk to work. And then we should have this part continue over here. And oh, I'd love for that to work somehow. Well, that's not the worst. Yeah, it's a nice little back walking path. I like that. And just for the sake of that not being a dead end, why don't we do just something like this too? Make our city slightly more pedestrian friendly. Oh, and I have one more suggestion that I wanted to implement. And it's over in our small towns, and I totally forgot. And, oh my goodness, who is this one from? I think this may have been from Valentino. I apologize if I'm incorrect, though. But the suggestion was to kind of space out some of the smaller houses here. Oh, and you guys may have noticed, I upgraded some of these roads to dirt, from the dirt roads to this. But you know what? Let's switch over to these guys. Cool. Oh, I love, these are awesome roads to use. Oh, we are going to use these so often. That's so cool. Very fun. Alright, so for over here, why don't we just kind of take out almost every other house then? Just to kind of give us a little bit more room here and there. Okay, so that should work. And same idea, let's just take out some of these here. Maybe we'll let those ones kind of come in. as some like duplexes or something, just for some like, you know, variety's sake. So I guess we'll come back and check on these a little bit later on, but that's just nice to open that up a bit. And then we can always just do some random buildings here and there. Why don't we sneak some more in? Since demand's kind of growing for this little area. And I kind of thought, I don't really know if I like the height of these ones. They either need a few more near them, or we gotta take them down just a little bit. But why don't we do something like this? And then we can make kind of like a little square, city square kind of feeling thing right here. And hopefully this is enough. I'm gonna put a couple tall buildings in. And I do think we are going to change how close the industry is to this little spot. I've actually been thinking quite a bit about our small town. Alright, so we'll just let that do its thing. That already looks a lot nicer. Kind of like that little crossroads section right there. Okay. Now, can we add maybe one more before we call it a day? And this will be a little bit of an ongoing project. We'll kind of keep working at this because we definitely need to get a monument in. And I know exactly where the first one's going. So depending on the size of it, just we can diverse it for 1 second slightly. I was thinking of maybe, so you can kind of see how the way these kind of fork, like these two roads like this. I was thinking like maybe this spot, if we could kind of figure that out. So when you're looking at it from this way, it'd just be this giant. So I actually don't know how big it's going to be, but I've got ideas. I know that does kind of, no, I don't want to say, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not going to take away from the fact that the Skyline is trying to go a little bit smaller and less dense here. I think it'll look really cool and empowering, you know, just kind of on its own next to all these little smaller buildings. Whereas it might get a little bit drowned out if we put a monument in where all the rest of these really tall buildings are. But we can always do something like the CN Tower where all the tall buildings are. Okay. So we are starting to press it a little bit with time here. So let's just maybe put one more in and we can call it a day. But it is great to be back, guys. And I'll be getting these out at a very, very good pace. Well, let's just check. Did that one big building, did that actually get us one step closer? I imagine it did. It did not. Okay, well, I guess I really did need to look this up, because I imagine that that would have been one that we needed. Okay. Since we won't get it anyhow, I will not stress, so let's just put one more building in. This official park, that possibly could be one, although all the ones I've been downloading, the names there are a little bit deceiving. Alright, so just for visual sake, it does look like this area does need a park, and again, I do realize this is changing, just temporary. I'll put this in now, kind of make these people happy while we're parking on our thoughts for the island rebuild. Okay, now just out of sheer curiosity? Nope. Okay, so I will look up that. If you guys want to drop comments, totally feel free. I would love the suggestions and help for what we're missing and what we need to do type thing. And besides that, what are just other requirements just off the bat? Observatory, those are expensive, and I don't know, oh, Grand Mall we could do. Okay, well, I'll look more into this, guys. So, like I said, look for that on some upcoming episodes. We'll definitely work on the next episode as well. And Mr. Random Uploader HD, I do apologize. I will definitely get the monument in, though, and I'm sorry I keep saying I will. And I let it slip my mind before, and I just kind of assumed we would have unlocked the monuments by now, but almost by accident. And then, having looked at the requirements, I didn't realize they were that deep. But no, we'll get it. I won't give up on that. And yeah, I guess we'll call it an episode here, guys. But I'm really happy to be back, and I miss you guys so much. And it was, I just felt like I was gone for so long, and then when you get back, it feels like you're gone for no time. You know, like one of those kind of scenarios. Because like the first day we get there, we had all these like movies downloaded, we had all these plans to do stuff, and then we're just like so worn out by the end of the day. We just kind of play a little bit of Xbox. Someone brought their Xbox because they're, you know, kind of geeky like us. So, and yeah, we just played Xbox, watched like Star Trek on Netflix, you know, just the regular boys' night, you know. All right, guys. Well, I will see you in the next episode, and for those of you that are eagerly waiting some Train Fever, I will be recording that like literally right after this. And I did want to get some of those recorded and out before I went to Ottawa, but just time like totally got away from me. I had to pack and all this other stuff I forgot to do. So I will be recording that now, and stay tuned for that. And I'm glad you guys are enjoying that too. Okay, that is all. I will ramble forever. You know me. So until the next episode, take care of yourselves. Have yourselves a great night, and I will see you soon.